Now, if we look at this little bit of skin, or this little bit of meat that runs through here, does anybody know what that is? What is that? That's your flank steak. Flank steak. So that would be your flank. So if this was beef, that's where the flank steak comes from. Here it's about a 1/4 inch thick, and beef it's about that thick when it's fully developed. So that would be your flank steak. And we come down, this is the loin. Now if I cut right through here, I would get what's called our T-bone steaks. The T-bone steak then, or porterhouse steak, has the backbone and then a little bit of the rib bone in there. So that's how you get your T-bone created. So this would be the flat part of the T-bone, and then you would have the loin on one side and the tenderloin on the other. I could do that, but if I do that, then I'm going to destroy the tenderloin. I want to take the tenderloin out and show you what that's all about.
Do they have a determining factor why they decide to make the T-bone supply and demand kind of thing? I mean, what makes you decide to make a T-bone steak as opposed to pound?
Okay, you're going to find T-bones a lot more often than porterhouse, because if we make it a T-bone steak, they can go ahead and remove the tenderloin. There's no tenderloin on the T-bone. So that way you just get the loin on the bone, really. So those are much more popular and much less expensive. The porterhouse are extremely expensive because they have to cut through a big part of the tenderloin to get porterhouse.
What makes you decide to sacrifice the tenderloin?
It's just to make the porterhouse. So it kills, I mean, it really destroys that whole cut when you start making porterhouses. So in order to get the tenderloin, we just go right underneath the backbone and cut away from the rib. And pull it out. So that is the tenderloin. That's a pork tenderloin. Whether it's beef, veal, or lamb, it would all come from that same area. It's on the inside of the backbone. So then our next, remove the loin. So we'll go ahead and trim around the leg a little bit. And cut through the cartilage a little bit. Our leg, or round as it would be called if it was beef, and then this is our loin. So I'll go ahead and take the skin off the loin. So that is the loin. The shoulder, which is also known as the tuck. Then we have the rack, also known as the rib. Now we have the loin, and then the leg, or the round, that's beef. Now we look at the loin, what cuts come from the loin? Like if this is beef and it's full size, what would I get out of it? Steak. You don't get fillets, you get the strip steaks. This would be That comes from the loin. So the loin yields. Right? Normally it has about an inch of fat on it. Yeah, pretty big fat cow. So we'll put it back together when we're done. So there's not really too much to show the shoulder. I'm going to focus on the leg. So we come down to the leg. And the first part that we're going to do is remove the bottom of the tail. Tail up on the other side. There is the hip joint. That's the femur. And that's the hip. Remove all the skin so we can break it down into the various cuts. Pair of sandals, small purse maybe.